Welcome YouTubers, Mr. Wealth Answer here, and welcome to my channel. Guys, on this channel I like to talk about everything related to real estate, finance, and business. And guess what? Today's topic is a question I received from a friend who's actually interested in getting into the real estate business. And when she asked me, I was actually a little bit caught off guard because my initial reaction was like to say no, like a big fat no. And it's like no in the sense that the real estate sales activity has drastically dropped. Damn. Especially here in Ontario and other parts of Canada, but more because the Bank of Canada is raising interest rates and it's having a domino effect on our real estate market. But it got me thinking, it's actually the perfect time to get into the real estate business. But before I continue, you're probably like, Mark, what did she ask you? Well, the question was, is it a good time to actually get into the real estate market to do real estate sales? And the other question was, if I was to do it over again, what would I do in order to create a six-figure business in my first year in real estate? Both questions are actually very, very good questions. And when I elaborate on them, I'm probably going to take like 10 hours. So we're just going to focus on the first question. Is it a good time to get your real estate license right now, whether you want to practice here in Canada or the United States? That's what this video is about. So again, it got me thinking, it's actually the perfect time to get into the real estate business. And in this video, guys, I'm going to share with you all the reasons why I believe that is. But before I do, if you like our content, I'd like you to actually smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and tap that notification bell so that you guys can keep up to date with new videos like this when I bring it up. Okay, now getting back to the video. So before I get into the reasons why I believe it's a good time to get into the real estate business, I just want to preface by saying that the real estate business has always been considered to be a little less than. I mean, it's not a well-respected profession and widely loved. Let's be honest, if you know what I mean. Most people have the misconceptions that real estate agents don't do anything. Like no work. They don't do much work and they are entitled to charge huge commissions and make big bucks for literally sitting on their asses. I just want to say that's a lie. A big fat lie. The real estate business is cutthroat, highly competitive, and it's really complex. Why? Because rules, regulations, working with people, talking about finance, business, lawsuits, legalities, so many other things that just makes this career choice very demanding and sometimes really frustrating. It's really emotionally and mentally draining. Not to mention, you have to run a business, so you also have the stress of having to deal with being an entrepreneur. And that in itself, guys, is a whole new set of challenges. I just needed to preface this because some people are going to think that it's easy. Don't get me wrong, the whole transaction and sale process in itself is not complex, but it's also not a walk in the park either. After all, it is most people's largest financial transaction that they'll probably ever do make in their whole entire lifetime. If you don't know what you're doing, you can lose thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. With that said, if you are willing to work hard, do the simple tasks, improve yourself consistently, and put the time into your business, a career in real estate can actually be very fulfilling and rewarding. I'm now going to list my reasons why I think right now is the perfect time to get your real estate license, whether you want to trade in Canada or even in the US. So the first reason is this. It's because we have lost sales volume in most markets and the number of transactions have decreased. Now, some of you might be thinking or saying to yourself, well, if sales have decreased, then that means we are actually slow and the number of deals available to agents also have decreased. So how is that a good thing? Well, it's actually a good thing because as sales decrease, it gets actually harder in the market to transact, meaning that it requires more skills as a realtor to sell or to help a buyer buy. This is great because the public already has a bad misconception of us, so it also helps. And because of that, it allows customers to actually see our value during this type of market situation. If you are willing to grow and enhance your sales skills, you can gain actually a lot of market share, even if you're a new agent. The second reason is that during down markets, it weeds out the poorly skilled agents, and a lot of bad agents or inactive agents get out of the market. And not just that, but agents that are not able to adjust and adapt to market conditions also get out of the business, leaving an opportunity for you to come in as a new agent to gain market share if you are willing to put in the work. Third reason why it's a great time to get your real estate license is because you can use this period to set a solid foundation for your business. You can also use it to acquire the right skill sets and build, successful habits that are actually required in order for you to be successful, both in the short and long term. The fourth reason is because there is less buyer competition, you can help buyers find a property without having to go into a crazy bidding war to get them in. As the market sentiment for most buyers and sellers are to hold off and see what happens, especially in these times of uncertainty, the buyer that is willing to get off the fence will have ample opportunities to get into a home at a good price, and in some cases, a killer deal. And the fifth and final reason why I believe it's a good time to get your license right now as a real estate agent is because of the lack of skilled workers in most developed countries, such as Canada and the US. Even though the inflation rate is high, interest rates are on the rise, and we are kind of entering into a global recession, and so the major economies have a big problem when it comes to the labor force. For example, here in Canada, we are actually experiencing a labor shortage of approximately 1 million jobs across all sectors of the economy. They have a shortage of skilled laborers in the economy. So due to this problem, Canada has announced that they are looking to migrate 465,000 permanent residents in 2023, 485,000 residents in 2024, and 500,000 in 2025, where the majority of those immigrants will be skilled workers. So why is all this important? Well, it's important because all those people will need to live somewhere when they arrive. Although the economy is set to slow down next year, this aggressive immigration policy will put a lot of pressure on our real estate market and housing. Since the majority of those immigrants will most likely be renting, it's going to put an upward pressure on rental prices across the country. If the rental prices continue to rise over the threshold of owning a home and paying a mortgage, I bet you're going to see a lot more buyers come off the fence and slowly come back into the real estate market. As a new agent, this will be a great opportunity for you to work with new immigrants as they find, let's say, rentals, and some of these new immigrants will actually buy a home a few years later. And if you're lucky, some can even buy pre-construction. So even though they just landed in the country, if they have some savings or they can build up savings, they can literally buy a pre-construction as well. And guess what? They might just use you as their realtor. So guys, as you can see, how you look at things makes a great difference as to whether or not it's an opportunity or not. The real estate business is lucrative and it can be very rewarding. If you're looking to learn more on how to succeed in this business and how you can earn six figures in your first year, then buy our six-figure agent course today. You can find the link in the description area underneath this video. It's actually very cost effective, not expensive at all. And it's actually packed with a lot of great value that answers the question, if I was to do it all over again, how would I get six figures in my real estate business as a new agent? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.